Yo, what's up, everybody? We're going to keep going with our concept of correlation. Remember, correlation is measuring the strength of the relationship between two variables. The strongest possible positive relationship, meaning a graph going upward, and this is only in regards to linear relationships, is a correlation R equals 1. And your strongest possible negative relationship, that's a graph going down, is a correlation of R equals -1. No correlation would be 0. Today, we're actually going to find the correlation on our calculators. Again, correlation is R. So there's one thing you need to do, and you should only need to do this once. If you have an in-person calculator. I'm not 100%. My calculator on here seems to reset every time I load it. So you may have to do it every time, but I'm not 100%. So if you hit second and then the 0 key, you'll see catalog above it. And we're just going to scroll down. And we need to turn our diagnostics on. So that's right here, diagnostic on. You're going to hit enter, enter, and now it's done. All right, then we're going to put in our data. So our first set of data is basically showing the correlation between the fat and the calories in fast food sandwiches. Okay, so we're going to put this data in just like we've been doing. I'll put in the fat first. Again, try to do this yourself just so you get used to it. Do it along with me. All right, so it looks like we have 11 data sets or data pieces, which is nice. And now our calories in L2. Fast food, shockingly, not that healthy. I know, who would have known? All right, I'm just going to look, although we don't need to do this, look at our scatter plot. If you remember, we need to turn our stat plot on. Yours may already be set up for that. My window for X is our fat. Our highest one is 34. So I don't know, I'll just go, let's say 45. Let's count by fives. Our calories, our highest one looks to be 590. I'll just go to 700. And let's count by 50s. And here we see our scatter plot. I can tell already this should be a pretty strong correlation. It's definitely linear. It's definitely positive. All right, so our diagnostics are on. What we're going to do is we're going to hit the stat key. And now we're going to go to linear regression. And what this does also is it gives us a line of best fit, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. And notice there's two different ones. They really are going to give you the same values, just one is in ax plus b having the slope first, and the other one a plus bx that has the y-intercept first. It does not really matter which one you use. And you'll see our correlation, the bottom here is 0.9746. Like we said, a very strong positive correlation. I mean, almost perfect. If you remember, perfect line is 1. So this is like crazy strong. So usually the more, what this tells us is the more fat that is in a fast food sandwich, the more calories it's likely to have. All right, let's try one more. And this is in regards to cars, right? We're mostly seniors in here and our one junior. So you're either newly driving or about to be newly driving. So this is when you buy a car, this is the relationship on, and I screwed up with putting dollars there. That should be thousands of miles. The amount of miles driven for a car and how much it costs. And theoretically, I haven't made this graph yet, but the more miles you drive, usually the price goes down. Let's see if that's true. Remember, if we want to clear my old data, you just hit clear. But when you highlight the top of the column, you do the same thing for L2. Clear and then enter. And again, this is in thousands. So for this first car, it has 71,000 miles on it, 121,000, etc. Luckily, my last car made it to almost 200,000 miles. Hopefully, my current car does the same. We shall see. All right, and this is the cost. Again, in thousands of dollars. So that first car was 22 grand. And again, we should not need to turn our diagnostics on again. We could look at the graph. It's always nice to look. My X, our highest one's 144. So let's go to, I don't know, let's say 160. We'll go by tens. And our Y's, our highest one looks to be 42 grand. I wish I had that money to buy that car. So let's go to 50. Let's count by fives. And here's our scatter plot. All right, just like we thought, a nice negative relationship does not look to be nearly as strong as the last one, but we shall see what the correlation is. Correlation, we're going to hit stat. We're going over to calc. See, it's linear regression. You have a different calculator on yours than mine, so might not be 4, but it probably is. And we see that bottom correlation still pretty strong, a lot stronger than I thought, negative 0.88. So we have still a very strong negative relationship. Okay, you're going to have an assignment. That assignment's going to combine both our two lessons on correlation, and that'll be due next time, which will be on Thursday. All right. Hope everyone had a good weekend, and continue being good, social distancing, stay safe, all that fun stuff. Later.